All right, man. We are
Hey
live.
everyone, how is everyone doing? Hey Des, Jane Hunting and stuff with JJ has been in the room. Of course, we got Mr. Dave Collier here with us, and I gotta mute my computer before I get a whole lot of feedback.
Uh huh.
You know, those, there we go. That's those, skills that we pick up along the way.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Every once in a while, we encounter a sound that we've never heard before, but not very often
Mhm.
now. So, yeah. But,
Some of them are just familiar sounds that were like, oh, I remember that.
yeah. 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 So, what do you think about
But
that
it
little?
looks
What do you think about that little sub, man?
Oh man, I can't imagine what the people out there are going through.
Yeah.
My hopes today are not as good as they were yesterday.
I heard a Royal Navy admiral on TV a few minutes ago, and they asked him point blank chances, and he goes,
Hey Peter.
"No, no,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
After this amount of time, by the time it would take to get a vehicle there to rescue them is going to be too late now.
Yeah." Well, they say they got
Way
two
too
of
late.
those underwater ROVs heading down toward the Titanic now.
Yeah, to look
But
around for them.
look around. But what I just heard from the Canadian government really kind of makes your eyes open. They said they lost contact at 2:45. At 3 o'clock, the sub tried to send a distress call, but the ship waited until 10:40 p.m. to call the U.S. Coast Guard. So they lost almost 8 hours of time right there, and I don't know, man. My feeling is,
Miscommunication. See,
yeah,
it's miscommunication now is costing 5 lives.
yeah. My opinion is that it probably came down right on top of the Titanic, bam, and then
Yep.
rolled over. You know,
Whereas, like one guy said, they lost power because there's nothing.
right?
So they're thinking they just lost power. Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing, and I even said it before the guy on TV said it. Nicole can vouch for that. I said, if they lost power, they're going to freeze to death before they run
Oh
out of air.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But
Because as nice as you think, okay, it's liquid water, it's not cold, I tell you, it is at the freezing mark or below when you
well, I'll
get
tell
that
you
down,
what, man.
that
I
far
spent
down.
27 years carrying mail, and you can, if you came down here and I took my shoes off, you'd see where my toes still have blue in them.
Yep,
From being out there in below freezing temperatures for 9 or 10 or 11, 12 hours. So I mean, here
yep.
you are, 13,000 feet below the surface, the constant temperature about 37 Fahrenheit in a metal cylinder. I'd say, yeah, yeah, pretty bad.
There was two best. There was two, but well, I don't want to call it. I don't. No, I'm not even going to do that. I just hoping that you know, by some miracle chance, they find them. They're okay. I really
Yeah,
do. But
yeah,
they said they heard banging sounds under the water, but they couldn't be sure if it's the Titanic deteriorating or it's them
right,
trying to get a message out.
yeah,
And then the stuff that they made this sub out of, the carbon fiber and stuff like
yeah.
that, it doesn't come up on metal detectors or anything. So they're at a loss to try and find them.
that
Hey,
one
how you doing,
CN,
Mike? Thanks for coming in.
yeah, that one CNN
Um,
reporter last year when he went down, he said that they actually got stuck under one of the
the
propellers,
propellers, yeah.
you know, and they were
And he was
stuck
like,
for
"Are
like
we gonna
30
die?"
minutes.
And they were able to get out of it, luckily.
It, it,
But
yeah, but I
imagine
really,
paying $250,000
I know, to die,
to
you know,
dive on this, and well, now I can't say much because I paid $150 to go on the zip line, and big waiver on the zip line. Right on the top of it said you could be injured or die.
However, if you had fallen, there was a reasonable expectation that help could be gotten to you, you know.
Not from the
Yeah,
height I was at. With the stuff
well,
underneath me, if I had fallen, that's it. I'd be gone.
yeah, but I guess what I'm trying to
They're
say though
okay.
is there was somebody. If Al fell, somebody say, "Hey, we need help." They
Yeah,
could get to you. These
yeah.
people, I mean,
Yeah, there's no getting to them. Like they're
uh,
down there somewhere, and nobody knows where.
they'll probably find them 3 or 4 or 5 years from now. When they're making
Yeah.
some dive. And so
Going back to do an update documentary on the Titanic or something, they'll probably come
yeah,
across them.
yeah. I feel for them, man. But I'll tell you what, that one reporter from Australia, he said that he went and visited the company a couple of years ago, and he called it a MacGyverism. You know,
Well, see, it's like they were saying, there's no real regulations on this stuff. Like
right?
once you get out in those international waters,
Pretty much
there's
do
no
what you want to
laws.
do.
You can
Yeah,
do pretty much anything. They can't really
yeah,
stop you.
yeah.
Unless you're causing some type of a threat to another
Life
country
and
or
limb, other
something. They
countries.
don't.
Yeah,
They don't. Go on, do it. If you're stupid enough to go and do it, go and do it.
yeah,
And it's the same as the space exploration with the privatization of space
sure.
exploration. I mean, like,
Yeah,
there's going to be times that ship is going to go up and just go pop,
boom.
and they're
You
going to
know, and
say, "Oh well, you signed the waiver."
yeah. Well, Elon Musk said that a few weeks ago. He said that if we're going back to the moon and on to Mars, he said somebody's going to die. He said I can guarantee you that somebody's going to die.
Well, if they go to Mars, they're planning, hey, Glitter World,
Hey, little
the
world, hang with
first
Mike.
trip, the very first trips to Mars, they're actually saying it's going to be a one-way trip.
Yeah,
We're not planning to come and pick you up and bring you back. We're just going to
right,
send you with enough stuff. Hopefully, you survive.
right. Yeah,
That's the first trip to Mars. That's what I heard said about it. Now,
yeah.
how true is it? I don't know. But
Yeah. Well, prayers for
you know,
those that are down there and prayers for their families. But at this point in time, I agree with you. My expectations of success are a good bit diminished today than they were
they are.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yesterday, I had hopes that they're going to find them. They're going to be fine. It was
right.
just some kind of a mechanical issue. But after they've got more than half of their air used up now, they
Actually, I
said
think.
by the
Yeah,
time it would take a sub to get from the surface down to them, they'd
they'd
be
be
out of
out.
air.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're supposed to run out at like 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, something like that. So,
hey, Urban Gardener.
yeah. Oh, Peter's in
But,
here. Okay.
yeah, Peter Oldman King is here. Um, in other news, I will not be doing my vegetable garden by the side of my house.
You're not gonna do it in the
No, I
house?
caught my neighbor there today, and they were like, "Oh, that's a right of way," and I said, "You got a fence across there. How's it a right of way? Right?
Uh-huh.
It's fenced off. Nobody can walk up to it. That's supposed to be the right of way, public walkway.
Right.
You got a fence across it. It's not a public walkway. Do you mind if I take the fence down? Well, I don't mind if it takes the fence down and cleans it up, but I don't want you putting it.
Oh wow.
I'm not
Hmm.
going to clean it up for them and then not be able to use the ground.
Right.
That makes
Wow.
no sense.
Yeah.
That's that though. I tried. I'm gonna
You,
try something back here. I'm gonna keep hauling out some rocks and stuff.
yeah. Build
Hopefully
some
that big
maybe.
one don't decide to come down on me.
Yeah. Build some raised beds or something so they get warmer.
Yeah, make some put out like a tier garden or something.
Uh huh.
See what I can do. Maybe get some above ground stuff like
Yeah.
broccoli, cauliflower, cabbages, stuff like
I
that.
heard that. Everything here is growing like crazy because it's wet and warm. Wet and warm. So.
Wet and cold here. My potatoes sprouted. My carrots have sprouted. I think one of my buckets has sprouted. I don't think the rest of them have.
Uh huh.
If they haven't, I'm going to start putting, what do you call it?
Like a
Scallions
cut.
and stuff like that, and onions and everything, because they'll grow
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll work out. And unlike a homegrown tomato. Yeah. And cucumbers and all that good stuff.
Yeah, Glitterworld, I know you were saying about sending the boats down to help. It's not that easy when you're out in the mid-Atlantic like that.
Yeah.
They don't know exactly. They know where they lost communication with them. That's the first place they looked when they weren't there. So
Yeah.
they
And then
could have currents.
2.4 miles down, pitch
Yeah.
black, can't see nothing. Yeah.
But my gardens, I'm thinking I'm gonna over next to the house where the side rail is. It's like this,
Uh huh.
and I'm gonna put some pears down that,
Yeah.
and try to put some berries or something on it, or maybe
Cool.
a herb garden or something. Or,
Right.
you know, some
Yeah.
nice little stuff. Right now, I'm gonna light my fire with my
Yes, your
trusty
trusty
lighter
later. Sounds good to me.
because I want a cup of coffee. I got some prep already done.
What's for
Hopefully,
dinner?
I actually got some. Ow, hot. I got some salmon. I'm gonna cook for dinner.
Ooh.
That'll burn.
Yeah, it'll go.
It'll go. Just taking a minute, but it'll go. You'll soon be hearing the already hearing the pop. But it would have been nice to do the garden, but oh well.
Yeah.
I'll keep fiddling around with the containers for a while and get some more buckets and stuff like that. Yeah. Work with what you got.
That's pretty much what we do here. If one thing don't work, go to the next thing,
And there's no good crying over what you don't got.
and yeah.
That's it though. I haven't even gotten my Camp Challenge Likes video done yet. This is crazy.
Really?
This year is absolutely crazy. But I'm thinking if it gets nice out in the next few days, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'll get down the weekend and get a couple of videos done.
Right. Well, let's hope so, because what was I watching about an hour ago? It was from St. John's, and they were launching more ships to go out there. And one of the Canadian Coast Guard guys came out and said this has been the most awfulest spring in nearly 40 years here. He said it has rained, the fog is horrible, the ocean is just chopping and stuff. So, yeah. But,
I hear helicopters going now.
yeah.
It's this has been, and they're saying it's another El Nino year or something.
I've heard that, yes.
And if this is an El Nino year, what I got here now is probably as good as it's going to be. It has not been above 20 degrees Celsius here the year. Now, that, for you guys, that's like, it hasn't been above 50.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, it only started to get really warm, actually hot here 2 weeks ago, which is weird because normally for us, when you hit the end of April and you cross into May, it's already, like, oh man, I don't want to be out there. But
You hear that?
yeah,
Helicopter.
it's probably heading out in the ocean.
No, coming back.
Yeah, yeah. Because a lot of the stuff that's being sent out there is being sent from St. John's.
I can't hear you. The helicopter's too loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think he's just headed back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Peter said, there's probably sea creatures down there that are bigger than that somewhere. Well, yeah. Have you heard about?
I can actually guarantee you that there is.
Uh-huh. I mean, you heard about those orcas off the coast of Portugal and Spain that are sinking
all the boats.
Yeah.
They don't know why they're doing it either. They're just randomly sinking boats.
Most likely, one of our boats hit one of their babies or something, and
that's a good pass. That's what I thought. It was like one of the boats went out there and did something that they didn't like,
right.
And you're not going to forget.
Right. Yeah.
Right? That's just a little common sense, right?
Yeah. That the human being is not the only intelligent thing on this planet.
Nope. Not by a long shot.
Not by a long shot.
But you look down in the ocean and you think about the size of the sperm whale.
Yeah.
Size of a blue whale.
Yeah, what, like about 45 feet, 50 feet, something like that?
Blue whale is bigger again.
Yeah.
Then you got things like giant squid,
An octopus.
which are well, giant squid is off our coast, right?
Right. Yeah.
So a minivan-sized thing swimming around in the water is probably a snack for a giant squid. He's gonna bite that thing and see what it is, and it's
Yeah.
carbon fiber. I know carbon fiber is strong, but the beak on a squid,
Yeah.
I'm after seeing them gouge in the middle, like the little squid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let alone now a giant
A
squid.
giant squid. Yeah.
You're looking at something that's probably 50, 60 feet long.
Yeah. It's got a mouth big enough to swallow a minivan. Yeah.
Yep.
God, man.
They got a beak inside of him. It looks almost like a bird beak. Have you ever seen it?
I have not. No.
No, it's literally it's pointed like this and it's curved like literally like a bird beak, and two pieces chunks out of things. And you can,
oh wow, man. Jeez.
they're extremely strong. They're extremely sharp. I said, man.
Yeah, Urban Gardening Chronicle says the animals are sick of us. Probably so.
That's probably.
I think mine love me, man, because everything I have out there in them trees, man, I gotta sit out there and say, "Get out of there!"
Yeah, but they're just eating your food.
Yeah. Yeah.
They only like you because you're feeding them.
That's right. I had one of those squirrels actually trying to open up one of the trail cams.
You did?
Yeah.
What's in here?
Yeah. It's like,
they're taking my picture.
Yeah. And then last night, I wanted to try an experiment, and I put both of them out, cocked toward the sky. And when it started raining, the infrared turned on, and it painted all those raindrops white. And when I get that video up, it's almost like you were seeing somebody shooting at you with white bullets, man. It's like that was freaky, man.
No. You need a little theme song for that one.
Yeah. I don't know what. Maybe something spacious.
Star Trek or Star Wars or something.
That fire
lots of stuff in that piece of wood. Let's see if I can show you. Use a stick to show you, not my finger. Look in here. It's all oozing out. That's set. That's not burnt.
Oh, wow. It sounds good, though.
Look, all right here is all bubbling out of the bark. Huh?
Wow.
This is stuff for making fire starters.
Mm-hmm.
It smells nice, too.
My wife bought me a brand new grill for Father's Day. You know?
Oh, nice.
So I opened the box up, and I started putting it together, and I got it about 3/4 of the way done. And then I realized that I had the holes to hold the firebox backwards. Okay? So I took it back apart, and then somehow or another I managed to put the legs on the very bottom backwards. So I took it back apart. On the 6th time, the 6th try, I finally got it right. You know, I finally, at that point, I had gotten a little miffed, so I went over and just sat in the chair and just like, Yeah.
I used to have to do that in the hardware store. Putting together barbecues and stuff, and a little bit of a pro at it now, because I had to put so many, but the first few that you're putting together, man, parts going in backwards, and you get it all together and there's one piece, and you're like,
where does one piece go to? Or
I have to take this whole thing apart now because this one piece is not in there. I can't get it in there without doing it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that happened to me 5 times. Yeah, that was terrible, man. But finally got it together and cooked some steak. I think we cooked steak twice and chicken once and hamburgers, because I've been putting it off, been wanting to grill for the last 2 years, because the other one, remember I told you the bottom fell out of it? Okay.
Yep.
I kept saying, I'm going to get another grill. I'm going to get another grill. So I never did, you know. And every time that I kept procrastinating, the next time I'd go to the store, they'd be more expensive and more expensive and more expensive. So finally, you know, she said, you know what? You're getting one.
Just gonna have to crack down and buy one
Yeah.
before they get too expensive.
But everything is so expensive, man. You know, it's just like she went and grabbed lunch from Taco Bell yesterday. And, you know, back in the day, if you had $5, man, you could eat all sorts of stuff from Taco Bell. Now,
Yeah, they used to do the $5 meal deals.
yeah, she bought 2 burrito supremes, a taco for me, and I think she had a taco and one of those pintos and cheese, and it was $30. I know, man. Jeez, man. You could go to the grocery store and buy yourself like an inch thick steak for all that, you know?
Well, I bought a fish and chips poutine, fingers and chips poutine, and 2 Gatorades, and it was $75.
Oh, God. Man, oh, man. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's why I keep telling everybody, you know, we're expensive, but cross that Canadian border and it's ×2. Fly to the UK and it's ×3.
Yep.
Yeah.
The UK is it seems like a lot, like $75 for 2 people to eat. That's going out to a good restaurant.
In my mind, yeah.
In my mind, it's, you know, go out to a nice restaurant, you have $75, you get a nice meal, and you got a tip. I didn't even leave a tip, man. This was takeout at a fast food place.
Wow.
Right? But it's just because it was locally fish and chips and everything like that.
Right.
$75, man. Oh my God.
Yeah. You know, all the Burger Kings down here, they say, are probably going to die. And the company that owns Burger King down here is Tim Hortons. So, because the food is not all that good, but you go in there and get one of their big burgers, and it's like $10 for the burger. And that's without anything else. Just, you know, if I'm going to spend $10 for a hamburger, man, that thing better, you know.
Well, it's not only that, it better come with a bunch of stuff.
A bunch of stuff, yeah.
Right?
SD Mountain, man, good to see you.
Hey, SD Mountain, man. I got nothing against these food chains and stuff like that, but a lot of them are going downhill.
A lot of them are, yeah. There's like 14 or 15 big companies that are household U.S. names that they said will not survive 2023. Yep.
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 Umbrella is going to take them all over.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got that reference or not, did you?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Umbrella will be the biggest of everything.
Everything, yeah. Yep.
What's funny is there's a company up here in Canada that is actually called Umbrella.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a food company or?
I don't know. I've just seen their trucks driving around with the Umbrella Corporation
Right.
on it. But it's not Umbrella Corporation.
Right.
It's something, but it is Umbrella. And they have a red and black logo. So I just laughed. So I was like, we're all going to die.
I have a feeling that when Burger King does die, that you'll probably see Tim Hortons probably try to bring the Canadian food down here and let people have a try of poutine and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And, you know.
I can see that too. I can see him trying to branch out the actual Tim Hortons store into. Because there's 1 or 2 places down there that have it.
Yeah, especially in the northern states, you know, like Maine, New York, and all that. Yeah.
But, like, I can see them trying to, if Burger King goes under, all these Burger King locations that are around, they're going to turn into Tim Hortons.
Yeah. Yeah. And if they probably get out of the making sandwiches and simply go with, you know, coffees and you know, breakfast.
Coffee, donuts, breakfast stuff.
Breakfast stuff, yeah.
I think half of their problem is they're trying to go too big. They're trying to accommodate too many. You know what? Tim Hortons, coffee, and donuts. That's all I ever think about when I think about Tim Hortons. I don't think about going in, hey, can I get a salad and sandwich for my dinner? I don't think about that when I go to Tim Hortons.
Well, I agree with you there, and I think that's a problem here in the U.S. with a lot of restaurants is they try to have too many things on the restaurant or on the menu. And
Yep.
if you just stuck to what made you a great company to begin with, you know.
It breaks the chain of service, right? Hey,
Right.
Chris Bentley.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
Um, you know what? That kind of follows suit to what we're doing on here too.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
think about it, it does. I mean, like, I'm out on my step, having my coffee, getting my stuff all together. This is what I do.
Hmm.
This is what I've been doing to get up over my monetization and
Sure.
beyond.
Right.
So, yeah, I'd like to add doing some vegetable gardens and stuff like that because it will be good, nice content for everybody to watch.
Hmm. You know where you live?
But
I think a couple of trail cams would make some incredible videos for you.
yeah,
Yeah, I really do. You put one facing the water and another one facing up the hill. You know.
I've thought about that, a couple times, getting some trail cams, putting out around.
Yeah.
But I can. Why am I going to change what I'm doing? I'm not going to change what I'm doing. I'm going to add to it.
Right.
I'm not going to. But I don't want to add too much.
Right. Yeah.
Because what made my channel what it is my camping and camping
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah. See, SD Mountain Man says our Casey's gas stations quit making sandwiches to order. Just put in a few cooler and take it, leave it. They used to be like Subway. Yeah.
Hey, Beacon.
Hey, Beacon.
Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Yeah. And I also got some hash browns already done up in tinfoil with some of that's jalapeno rub on them, which is very nice.
All right.
And I forgot my ticker again.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys.
Oh yeah. Bika says, making Dave jealous. I had a tomato sandwich for lunch. We got tomatoes that are about a little bit bigger than a baseball. So I'm figuring maybe around the 4th of July, 5th of July, somewhere around in there, we might get something. But, we didn't.
I've got carrots that are this high.
Oh, all right.
My potatoes are a little bit higher.
Yeah, maybe you try to cover them things over with some plastic or something and create like a greenhouse dome or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them go on and see what happens. It's a bit late in the year. If I cover them with plastic and we end up getting a hot day and I'm not around,
bake them up, huh?
It'll bake them. They'll die from the heat. So
yeah,
I'll just leave them like that for now. They're growing, and that's the main thing. They're doing better than some of the other buckets I got out there.
There was somebody, I think it was either in Maine. No, it wasn't Maine. In Minnesota. They had a snow the other day. It was incredible, man. I couldn't believe it, man. We were like 90 degrees, and they were having snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it goes. I mean, like, just literally a few hours away.
True. Yeah, I mean, for us, Minnesota's not that far. Maybe 1,000 miles, so... But, it sure has made a difference this year. But SD Mountain Man said, the dang bugs ate my potatoes. So far, my potatoes are doing good. They're not far away from digging up the first round, so...
Not yet. I said not yet, but...
Getting close. There you go.
Pot is boiling mad. I hear it bubbling away.
Yep.
Do this now without knocking my cup over, I'll be all right.
Oh, that's alright. If I had a quarter for every time I created a disaster out there, man, I'd be rich.
Good stuff.
Yep.
That there. No, I won't leave that there because I'll take it. I'll put it over here. I'll kick us.
Yeah.
I'm making a cup of coffee here at the moment. I got some food I'm gonna cook up in a little bit. My rice was still a bit frozen, so I might have to put a little bit of water in my cup in like pot and just crumple the rice into it and then let it heat that way.
Wow.
But the salmon and the potatoes are not frozen, so
Sounds good to me.
going to build up a nice bed of coals.
Yeah.
It's just nice to get out and have a fire. It's been a little while since I was out and had a fire.
I wish we still had the weather to have a fire. It's I can't believe it's going to rain for the. Well, it started raining yesterday, and it's supposed to rain all the way to like next Tuesday. And I don't know whether you saw that little video I put up the other night. We had a tornado pass like 4 miles from us, and the side of the house and the truck were all getting pelted by hail. And I managed to catch it on video, man. It was like.
I got to go back and look at those. Hey,
Yeah.
Jervis.
Hey, Jervis.
I watched a video, some guys, and it was a sin really because there was a dust. I don't know if it was a dust devil or if it was a small tornado came by and caught a cow and had the cow twisting it around. The cow was still moving and alive.
Yeah.
And I was like, boys, do something to help the poor freaking animal out. Like,
Well, I tell you what, all the years I've lived here, I have never had my phone go off and specifically say my address, get undercover now, get undercover now. I've never had that happen before. I've always, it'll come on and go, boop, severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning. But I never had it say, if you are in the 7700 block of Orchid Avenue, take cover now. But it passed, like I said, about 3 or 4 miles that way, and it was so dark. The street lights were on, and the hail was hitting the truck and the side of the house. And I had 2 cameras pointed outbound, and you could see everything. I was like, my goodness, we got lucky again. Yeah.
And Drunken Chef is in the house. I was just promoting out your rubs again. So I got some of this, put on some hash browns. I'm going to cook them on the fire.
Yeah.
In tinfoil, obviously, not individually, because I'll fall some of my as much as that could make for an interesting video in itself,
Yeah.
I want to eat my hash browns and not have them all over the plate.
Sounds good to me.
No, the only time I've ever had, hey Blue Nose, the only time I've ever had the alert system go off and tell us to shelter in place was there was an active shooter going on.
Right.
And no sweat, Chef. Appreciate you too, my friend. Hey, Johnny.
Johnny's in the
Gym
house.
time, Johnny is in the house. But that was the only time we ever had an actual walk where it was,
Right.
shelter in place, don't go out, because they didn't know where this guy was, and he had a vehicle, and he was forcing his way into people's house.
Wow.
It was just a mess.
Yeah.
But they caught him relatively quickly, but it's not something that we're used to seeing here.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, around here that's normal.
No, I mean, especially for my area, I'm in a small town and the outskirts of the city. I'm not right in the city.
If a day goes by and nobody has shot somebody, it's a real rare thing here. It's a real rare thing. It's the latest crazy thing is somebody a few miles from here, they went into the 4th floor of an apartment complex. And you talk about 40 apartments now. And the fire cap stand, the pipe that goes all the way up that activates the fire suppression system. Well, somebody took something to it and busted that pipe, and for four floors of water, boom, 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 every single apartment flooded. I could not believe that, man. Yeah.
Just people with too much destructive intent.
Yeah. SD,
You'd be like me, SD Mountain Man. I'd be videotaping.
Well, they showed it on TV, and for 4 flights of stairs, it looked like waterfalls, just coming down. Yep. I mean, it destroyed all 40 apartments. Yep, sure did. Yeah, Chris says, sadly, Jervis is nothing that they can do for them. Nope.
Yeah, I think they're talking about the salt, are they?
I think so. Now, Chris said we had a government emergency broadcast. Everyone turned it off. We never had issues like if the bomb comes, I'd rather not know about it. But well, for us, it wasn't a bomb, man. It was a tornado, and it just popped up out of nowhere. And like I said,
there's times I think that they shouldn't use that.
right, yeah.
I mean, like they can cause a lot of panic in places with stuff, and some of it can very simply be snuffed out so quickly.
Right.
You know, that they put people in panic for no reason.
True.
That's my opinion. They should be more careful. I mean, like, I know they're doing it for public safety, keep people home, keep people out of harm's way and that, but sometimes trying to keep people out of harm's way puts them in worse danger than most.
Not this
than
past
not knowing.
Yeah.
Right?
Not this past tornado, but the one before that, 3 weeks before that. They didn't realize it was going to touch down, and then it just came down and it tore up a whole street over there on the Norfolk side. Well, the local TV station interrupted the local programming, right? And people called right and left. Hey, why did you interrupt the baseball game? Well, we were trying to save your pea-flipping life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it makes me wonder. When I was a kid, we never had anything like this. But
there's a tornado coming, but I want to know if the Yankees won.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, come on, man, go down to your basement. No, the game is on.
Yeah. But you know, like I said, when I was a kid, we never had all these warnings. Didn't have all this technology. You just simply went outside, and when it got looking weird, you know, you just kind of used your common sense. Well, I think it's about time to head into the basement. You know.
Well, we had the only warning we ever had here was the air raid line.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the sad reality of having an air raid line in your hometown. It doesn't go off much, but when it does go off and everyone is supposed to duck and hide, they all come out to see what's going on.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
I remember. Now, I don't think they use it anymore because it's a digital one now, so they don't have to test it every so often, but they used to have to run a test because they had to go over and crank the air raid and make sure it worked.
Yeah.
But now they use the digital one that they can just press a button and it goes off, so they don't have to test it, but they still have the old crank one. Right. The last time they set off the air raid line, there was absolutely no warnings given out that it was going to go off. Uh-huh. It was pretty close to the Desert Storm when that was going.
Oh, okay.
So the air raid alarm went off, and I happened to peek out the window, and every single house had people out on their decks looking around. What's going on?
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah.
It's like, okay, so if there was a tidal wave coming, or if there was a bomb gonna drop, you're all gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's no nice way to put that.
SD Mountain Man said, when I worked part-time 911 dispatch back in the day, when I first started, we had people calling in, tuning my TV back on, getting irate. Yeah, that happened here just the other week. It sure did. They got upset because the baseball game got taken off, and the local TV station would say, if you live on Brewster Avenue, a tornado is currently chewing up your neighborhood. Get down. But yeah,
I've heard some pretty strange 911 calls on some of the shows that I've watched.
Yeah, and Chris said we had a tornado rip slates off roofs about 10 years ago, but one occasion does have nothing like yours. I remember them testing air raid sirens. You know, the sirens that we have now, about once every 3 months, we have a nuclear power plant across the river, and about every 3 months on a Friday at 11 o'clock. They'll turn on the nuclear alarms, and you know, it's just but nobody does anything. Everybody just looks like it's normal. Yeah.
The thing is if you know it's going to happen every 3 months, but if it happens outside of those 3 months, your brain will register that this is not supposed to be happening at this day.
Yeah, this ain't normal. Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Johnny says we just stream movies by way of Wi-Fi while hiding out in the basement. That's the way we do it, man. Yeah, sure enough.
I gets armed and sits next to my door. Hey, I'm not getting in. Yeah, let's hope they don't get a meltdown on a Friday.
Yeah, that would
That'd mess with everybody.
Yeah.
That's the way to lighten everybody's spirits, Johnny. It's all good.
Let's see what the radar looks like here. Are we getting more? Oh yeah.
Can you see radar? Can you see radar?
Yeah.
You can see. I can't see radar. Radar is invisible. You got some good eyes.
It looks like we're going to get wet, very wet. Oh well.
Lots of wet stuff coming.
Yeah.
I got there's a website I got it saved on my phone. It tracks weather all over the world.
Uh-huh.
It's a storm tracker, but when you zoom in on the location, like where I got it set for St. John's, when I zoom in on St. John's, it gives me the live radar.
Yeah. This one right here, if I wanted to see what it was doing at your house, it would take me almost right to your doorstep, and tell me what's going on.
Nice.
Let's see what it says here real quick. Here.
Yeah, the one I got is for tracking hurricanes, because that's our biggest thing up here is we get to tail end of the hurricanes next. So.
Right. Yeah, I usually send them to you.
I know.
Yeah.
This one's coming up the eastern seaboard, and Dave's out fanning it on up.
Yeah, go up there. You
remember that? Keep on going.
You remember that one last year? It passed by us, and it never got us.
Hey,
and I sat there and watched it go by, man. I was like, hey, here it goes. Dance a yard. Good to see you, man.
Yep, there's some decent storms hits up here sometimes. I looks back, and it's odd, and this is something that has been rattling my brain for a little while. If I look back at the open land, where I'm to, my town, everything like that, I'm looking at all the hills and that, and most of it is bare grass and rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like it's mostly all fields and rocks. And in the 40-odd years on the lot, it's all trees and bushes and like tall trees.
Mm-hmm.
So, who was clearing all the land?
Yeah, I know. And why?
Yeah, I mean, like it wasn't like it was cleared a lot. There was a lot of land cleared. It was all just grassy meadows. I used to play in a lot of the grassy meadows that I found. But now it's all trees.
Well, I grew up mostly here, and 90% of everything that was here is gone. It's been covered over by concrete and restaurants.
Yeah, but now that's development in the other way. That's where it's getting, okay, they're bulldozing the forest, putting up housing. That's happening all over the country.
Right.
But if there was nobody on the islands before such and such a time, why wasn't it all covered in trees?
That's true. Yeah. That's weird.
Why was it all grassy meadows and just bare rock and stuff like that?
Right.
Well, I think about that, like, is the island as old as we think it is? Was it always here, or was it just our people or something that put us here?
See you later, SD Mountain Man. Take care.
See you, SD Mountain Man. Thank you for stopping in.
According to my weather app, it is 16 Celsius.
Adventures with Outdoor Eagles. Hey.
Yeah. The humidity is at 43%. You got winds at 11 kilometers an hour. And it's supposed to be beautiful all the way till Sunday. And then the rain will come again. Which is the rain that's currently here.
It's just going to enrich the life of the current rain.
Yeah. Adventures with Outdoor Eagle. Good to see you, man. Oh my goodness. It's hard to believe today. I think, was it today or yesterday, the first day of summer? Today? Yesterday.
This is the 21st. It will be today.
Today. So, the hot weather has really not even hardly begun. Okay. Yeah.
I'm still sat here in my jacket with a fire going.
It's nuts here, man. For that entire time that I was on jury duty, the 4 weeks, it was absolutely gorgeous. It would
Yep.
get into the 40s Fahrenheit at night and the 60s during the day. It would have been beautiful weather to go camping, hiking, or everything else. Well, the minute that I get off of jury duty, then it's like somebody went over and switched the heat on, and it went from 60s Fahrenheit to 90 Fahrenheit. And I'm like, man, you know.
And then the rain started coming.
Then the
with it.
rains come. Every third or fourth day it rains.
You need to go find the guy that's pushing them buttons.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I keep-
we got someone in the basement.
Uh-oh. Who could it be?
Oh, I'm gonna leave him there. It's DJ.
Does he have a shirt on?
No, but he's holding up 3 fingers for me.
I
DJ.
do have a shirt on.
You have one
Yep.
on, huh?
You're holding up 3 fingers for me. I couldn't see it. Your fingers were in the way.
Yeah, well, what you say, you know what free I will hold it
Oh, I
up.
know.
Yeah.
How you doing, DJ?
Good, I'm good, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Hmm.
Tired of missing game night.
Yeah.
Yeah, good night, and review night.
And the cartoon reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris says the same thing about the area over in the UK. Peak District, apparently thousands of years ago, was covered with oak trees. Then the climate. Yeah, I can't explain it either, Chris, but I really think that humans have probably less to do with the climate changing than the good old Earth doing its own thing anyway. But I'm sure we've helped it along a little bit, but...
Well, I mean, like, you look at... think about this for a minute. When the Vikings came over here, they built their houses with sod
Mm-hmm.
because there was very little lumber.
Right. Now if they came, it would be a different
Now it's
story.
covered in trees.
Yep.
The only reason Langston Meadows is still Langston Meadows is because there's people out looking after it, making sure it stays a meadow.
Meadows, yeah. If they walked away from it and just let it go of its own accord, it would
Well,
become...
it would be all
yeah.
trees like it is behind my house. All this that's up here behind me, all these trees and that. When I was a kid, none of this was here. It was all grass.
What kind of trees is it? Like pine and stuff? Or?
There's maple, there's a couple of pine trees, there's some apple trees, there's a couple of trees, I don't know what they are.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, like, none of it was there. It was just middle. And this stuff is after being cut down a bunch of times, and it's
Right.
still growing there. Right?
Did you
So,
Did you ever look at that other channel up from your way?
no, I didn't.
Royal
I forgot all
Lizzie?
about it. The link
Yeah.
is... I didn't. I looked at 1 or 2 of the little videos.
Uh-huh.
They drive around to a lot of places.
They must. They must.
Because all those places that they're showing are not all Petty Harbor. They're showing a lot of places from out around the bay and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
She
I
had a
did
couple.
look at a couple of the videos. They got some really nice videos
Yeah, they
in that
do.
from around Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Now I got to get on my game and try to
Yeah.
do some of those.
Yeah.
But I don't know where she lives.
She must not be too far from you, though.
You can't be too far.
Uh-huh. Because she had at least 2 videos up. If she was 1,000 yards from you, it probably not, you know. So.
Well, there was 2 videos. One in particular was down actually on this side, and there's one down the cove on the beach down there.
Uh-huh.
Because that beach is the one where I got in one of my videos on the waves. I think I did a walk around the harbor or something like that.
Right.
And a little rough water, and you can see that beach. That's the name of the video, a little rough water.
Yeah. Did you see her iceberg video?
Mm-mm.
No, that was cool.
I don't
man.
think so.
Yeah, a little piece of it sticking out of the water, and like 90% of it's under the water. You know.
Well, Here's a little tidbit for you. I saw a news article the other day. Two people were, I don't know if they took them and detained them after or whatnot, but they were camping on top of an iceberg.
Camping on an iceberg.
I'm sorry, this is not what you're supposed to call people, but that was stupid.
Imagine that thing had rolled. You know.
Exactly. It wouldn't take much for a piece of that to crack off the bottom. The whole iceberg rolls over.
Uh-huh.
They're gone. You're not
What,
getting them back. I'm sorry.
what do they call the things? Growlers or something like that? Like the bigger iceberg? I think they got an actual technical name. They call it like growlers or something. But,
Yeah, they do have names. I just called them a big lump of ice.
The big lump of ice, yeah.
Man, oh man, no, we don't even go near them in the boats when we're out in the boats because of that fact.
I mean,
when that thing starts, it can go any direction.
Right.
And even if it looks like it's coming towards you or going away from you, in a split second it can shift directions.
Right.
Or if it's going away, it can actually come up underneath you.
And slug you from the bottom, you know.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So this common sense, people, common sense.
Well, yeah.
Don't camp on an iceberg.
I would say messing around like that would be a little bit like, last Friday it says tornado on grounds. Get under cover now. Me going out the back door, like, yeah, let me see.
Yeah, where is it? That'd be me.
Yeah. Yeah. Next stop.
Stay away from the icebergs, but chase the tornadoes.
Chase tornadoes. Yeah. But that guy that chases the tornadoes, you ever see him read Timmer?
I've probably seen him on the news.
Anyway, like last Thursday, there was a big time tornado that touched down in Oklahoma. And he had that big Dominator vehicle that could withstand category or F5 tornadoes and stuff like that. Well, anyway, when this thing gets near a tornado, there's spikes that shoot down out of the vehicle and anchors the vehicle to the ground.
Yep.
And here comes this big monstrous tornado up this country road. And the driver of the Dominator tells Reed, there's a dog outside, man. There's a dog right outside. And he opens up the door and says, come in here, puppy. Come in here, puppy. When the puppy says, I ain't coming in there. And he took off into the storm. Man.
Chris, as long as that hashtag Camp Challenge Alliance is there, we will find the video and add it into the folder for you.
Yeah.
I haven't had a look at them in the past little while because I have been a little busy. But I'll make it a point now. As long as I don't get called out tonight, I'll go in and I'll make it a point to look up the videos and make sure that you're all in the folders.
I think you probably
we don't want anybody to miss out on either. I think
a lot of people actually joined in this one.
There's quite a few videos in there already that are a part of it, and I don't want anybody to lose out on it because
you have a couple more weeks of this, like Al.
At least a couple more weeks of it. Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
I was thinking I was going to get a phone call today, actually, but
it never happened.
I didn't, so.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm able. Well, here, DJ, I didn't even put out a regular content video for Monday Gone.
Forgot all about it.
I know, right?
It never entered my mind. I thought I was up to date on my videos. I thought it was all done. I don't know. I went live on Monday, but I never put out a video. I was like, man.
Yeah, I know.
I thought about it this morning and I said, it's a bit late to put it out now.
Yeah. So
sorry, anyone.
You gonna use your little chainsaw here coming up?
None I'm alive.
None of you alive? Okay.
None I'm alive. I'm gonna do a complete unboxing of that.
Okay.
And you remember the way I did it for the headlamp?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do up something like that and try to get it down in the woods.
Yeah.
I might come out here and cut off some of these little trees that are in the way.
Yeah.
And I really want to get it down and put it to its paces and
Right. Make sure you
use
have
it
a
in the
little
woods.
Phillips head screwdriver with you, because the
Yeah,
track,
they got one.
the track gets loose. Yeah, it sure
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Tighten up the tension on
Yeah.
us.
And then there's a little tiny thing of oil in there.
Yep, got
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Mine only came with one battery though, but that's okay.
That's all they
I'll
sent me
leave-
was one battery. But I tell you
I'll
what,
use it until.
you'd be surprised how much you could get done with that thing in 20 minutes.
Well, that's the thing. The chainsaw cuts through. They said I think it's a 40-minute battery life on
Yeah.
regular use.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to be using it on heavy,
Right.
heavy stuff. I'm going to be using it on smaller
Right.
trees that I'm going to use to build and make structures with.
Sure. Yeah.
So, if I just takes the 20 to 40 minutes just cutting down what I want and it cuts them all down, no problem. That's an A+ in my book. That's that
Yeah.
much I don't have to do with the axe or the handsaw.
Yeah. I agree.
And then I'm gonna have my machete. I'll take the saw, my machete, because I'll use my machete then to limb the trees.
Mhm. Yeah. I really liked it. It had plenty of power. It's lightweight. It was at 20 minutes. It was still running at what I consider full power. And
Yep.
And if, like I said, if you stick the stuff about like this, and then get it
Yeah,
down.
a couple of inches round.
Yeah. Mhm.
Nice little diameter wood because like this size. You can't see what I'm pointing at. Never mind.
And
There you go. About like that.
This size.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
You can just fit your hand around it, just a couple of inches round.
Mhm.
And this is a good size for building with for me because I'm not doing any heavy stuff.
Right.
Now, if I was doing like a shelter where I had to put heavy stuff on the roof to keep it, then I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
the bigger rounds of stuff. But I mean, like even for firewood, so that's big enough for me. Firewood and split them down. There you go.
Yeah. Then they sent me a hedge trimmer. I did that video like a couple Saturdays ago. And I tell you what, that thing is powerful. Oh my goodness, man!
I'd say the hedge trimmer would do the job on those maples
Yeah.
because they're only little thin stalks going up, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was easily handling things. About a half inch.
Oh yeah, no, they're not even that big.
Uh-huh.
Most of them.
But
But that's where I'm going to use that. That's where I'm going to use that little chainsaw and get right down at the bottom and go,
Yep.
whole thing gone.
Whole thing going. Yeah. She Devil, good to see you.
you're right.
Sea devils, hey.
Careful.
You know what?
What's that?
What?
I don't have a Sea Devil Adventure sticker.
You don't.
I don't.
You do.
So-
You just did that.
Sea Devil Adventure. I know you're watching and loving me. Thank you very much. I know it's taking time out of your day. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
And if you want to do a sticker swap, because I'd love to have one of your stickers, just email me your address, Matt, and I will send you a sticker. And you can send me one back. I would
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thanks.
Awesome, man. Yep.
That goes for anyone in the panel. If you want to do a sticker swap, just put it in the email description. Oh, gosh. I thought it was a little spider hanging on. Yeah, just put in the email into the heading of the email. I'm so bad for this stuff.
Yeah.
Where you
Yeah.
can put in the little note in the email, just put sticker swap.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're in your subject line.
There you
Yeah.
go. The subject, yes, the subject of the email.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. I am horrible for stuff like that. I was trying to remember something so simple for somebody the other day, and I was just can't remember. And you know what it was?
What?
I bought one of the pouches for your belt,
Right.
the foraging pouches.
Sure. Yeah.
I couldn't remember foraging.
Ah, okay.
So I was like, it's a pouch for it's, and when you're collecting stuff, you can like, I knows what it is. I just
You know what? I do that all the time. I'll be having a conversation with somebody, and I will literally forget the word that I'm wanting to try to use, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
the thingamajigger, the hooskow thing, whatever.
Well, that's the way I was with this whole thing, and I was trying my hardest to remember the foraging pouch.
Uh-huh.
Nope,
Nope.
I could not.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's okay, She Devil.
Yeah.
But I will mail you back a sticker. I sent you
Awesome.
stickers with the mail. Okay, I may have seen it. I might have even left a comment on it. But I'm just thinking, I don't have a She Devil Adventure sticker. I knows I don't.
Well,
Um,
Al, she said you
but
sent me
thank you.
stickers. I did a mail
Yeah,
call on.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
So I'm probably after seeing that mail call and leaving a comment on it.
Uh-huh.
Because I do that a lot too. I leave comments on stuff and people
Mm.
are like, hey, did you see my video? And I'm like, I don't know. And when I goes and looks, it's like, oh yeah, I saw that. Looks right. Even got a comment there.
That's all right. We can mess up some names too.
Oh my gosh. Well, I can mess up names, words, places. I'm gonna start trying to get some video content now as I'm out doing a bit of stuff. But the only thing is it may just be straight video with no talking or anything. I might just put some music in
Right.
the background because the people that I'm with have some colorful language that they like to use all the time. So,
Uh-oh. the, the, the
but
not.
some of the views in that of what I'm doing, like where I'm to and stuff, the places that I've gotten to go to the past couple of weeks is it's been really, really, really nice. And I think it will go good for sharing to show some of you guys some of the stuff. Like, I can't show you because it's on my phone. But there's a boat that I was out next to. And I call it a boat, but it's a ship. And if this was the ship, let me see. Let me do this right. Alright, I got a picture of it. I'm gonna post it on my community tab, I think. But if this is the ship, this was an SUV parked out next to it. No joke.
Yeah.
The size difference in the ship and the SUV, it was a monster of a ship. And you can see you have to actually zoom in to see the car on the dock next to the boat. Because the boat is just so big.
That big, yeah.
It overshadows everything. And it is nice to look at them, and they're in some nice locations and stuff like that. Like, so even just some of the places where we drive through, and just driving along the highway and stuff. Some of the stuff that you see, like just islands, little small islands and stuff off the shore, is nice. So I might start trying to get some of that stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Especially if like we're taking a little breather in between things, or sometimes we'll show up early and just have a few minutes to go around and do some stuff.
Sounds good.
I might take my little waterproof camera, so the audio is not the best on it, but the video quality is really good. So it doesn't matter because I'm not going to matter too much about the audio because of a lot of it will probably end up being cut out anyway. But it'll be nice.
Yeah. DJ, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, Dave.
That's good.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
DJ's doing great. He got let up on panel.
Yeah.
Well, DJ, I haven't even been collecting my daily rewards.
Well, you might want to because this week we get 100,000 gold.
Yeah, there was a big gold package in the last one too, and I missed it.
Yeah, I missed that one So,
You missed that one too, did you?
Did you get
Yeah.
that email from All Terrain Coffee?
I did.
mm,
That's a little unfortunate, but you know,
Life is life.
life
yeah.
is life, and you know, we can do anything to help him out. We certainly will.
I just left his name up on the ones that I already have his name. And I'm not gonna take them off. Just let it stay up there.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's what I got done. I got it left up too. I'm not gonna remove it. If he can come back, he can come back.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
But hopefully things straightens out for him good, and he can get back into everything again.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
nice.
hope so.
He'll be dearly missed.
Uh,
Yeah, he had an awesome channel, man. It was.
He does have a really good channel.
Yeah,
it was
He's
awesome
come a
to
long
watch
way
his-
in the past.
Yeah.
But I mean, like and Jack says it right every time he freaking says it. The plan is just a list of things that doesn't happen.
There you go.
Hey, Sam. Because
That's
I had a lot of plans for this year, for like, especially with the weather now, the way it is, being able to. I had planned to go a couple times a week, make a whole bunch of videos, do this, that, and everything else. You know what? None of it has happened yet. Not a thing.
yeah. I was gonna ask that, but
Not a thing has happened. I haven't gotten out to do any of the videos I wanted to do.
Me either.
I
Ain't got nothing
haven't.
done.
I haven't even gotten up to do the restaurant review that I wanted to do up at our local restaurant and show you guys the local restaurant because it's nice up there.
Yeah.
So that's how much my plans got messed up, and that's only up the road.
I
yeah.
know.
Pretty soon, I'm going to be taking you guys grocery shopping with me.
Oh, that ought to be interesting.
Hey, here's our local supermarket. My video once again. No, but I'll get back on track. It's just going to take a little while to. I'm starting to get. You know how it is.
I do.
You start to end up getting a semi-solid schedule to the way things are going. And I'm starting to get the schedule a bit worked out now. That
Right.
okay, I kind of knows
What to expect.
what to expect and when to expect.
Yeah. Well, that's good. 'Cause I definitely know what you mean, man. Like that jury duty, man. All that stuff kind of threw me for a, you know.
Makes it hard to plan for stuff.
You
Makes it
can't,
hard
yeah,
to,
because if you don't know what they're going to say tomorrow at 5:00 p.m., how can you make a plan for the next day? You can't, you know.
The bags are packed and they're by the door, but you just can't do nothing about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Nor can you
sometimes
go
when you're here, it's too late.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so. And I mean, like, it's not a big deal if I don't go and give him a hand, but
getting paid for it, right?
he's one of my old friends from school. And
Oh, okay.
I've known him 20, 30 years, so I want to try to be there to give him a hand when he needs a hand.
Yeah. What kind of work is it?
Labor work.
Labor work.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Work that took me a couple of days to get over the first day.
I bet so. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's not going to deter me from doing it.
Yeah.
It's just go and give him a hand, and he helps me out when I need help, and I help him out.
Right.
So that's all this takes.
Oh my goodness.
But it's fun though. The guys are all good. They're all fun. They're all like I said, I've known them all 20, 30 years. It's just a bit of a laugh when he gets back together with them. But that's that. I'd still rather be in the middle of the woods making my video.
I heard that. Yeah.
Sitting next to a fire. And even when it gets warm, I still has a fire, you know? Either that or I'll take a twig stove. But if I can get working on my new shelter, the plan, loosely
Right.
used plan,
I hear you.
is to build an in-shelter fireplace.
Oh, okay.
So I don't just want to have like this in
Yeah.
my shelter.
Right.
I want to have
A permanent structure.
get a flat rock to put over the top
Uh-huh.
and have my build like a fireplace
I
and have a
gotcha.
chimney on the back that can go out through the back of the shelter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the smoke can go on up and out the back, and I can have a fire pit. And then if I'm lucky enough and I can find 2 big flat rocks, I'll make an oven on top of my fire pit.
Uh-huh.
Because I'll have the flat rock and then put some more rocks and put the other flat rocks. So then you got the space,
Yeah.
right?
That's good. That's cool.
That's my plan. Now, if I can pull it off or not, now that's a whole other story.
I know what you mean, yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
10-year plan to build a fireplace.
I'm the same way, man. I mean, I had all these grand plans when I retired, and it's like only about 2% of them have come to be.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It takes time, and I mean, like it'd be different if I won the lottery. Say I won the lottery.
You know
I didn't
what?
have to do
We
nothing.
talk about the same thing all the time. If
If I didn't have to go nowhere, I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't have to worry about nothing. You know what? Man, I'd have some shelter built in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I'd just go on out there for 3 or 4 days and just camp there and just gather everything I needed and start working on it. Take my time, no rush on nothing. You know, you got all the time in the world.
All the time in the world. But you know what, Al? We say the same thing. I always tell her, I said, can you imagine hitting a scratch ticket for 10 grand? You know? It's like, what?
I mean, like, it don't take a lot for some people for life changing, you know?
No, it really doesn't. I mean, a little bit of this would straighten us all out, but, you know.
Yeah. But I don't buy my lottery tickets near as much as I should.
No, we hardly don't either anymore. You can't win nothing if you don't play nothing.
Well, the thing is with the lottery here is there's a Lotto Max, and it seems like it never pays out until it hits the maximum amount that it can go to. So
Yeah.
every week you're buying a lottery ticket, every week, but it never goes. It only goes when it hits those $60 and $70 million prizes. That's when it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
So if I goes up to the store and I sees Lotto Max jackpot, 26 million tonight, I goes, nah. Because I
Yeah.
don't expect it to go. It's not never going to go. Now there has been times it's paid out. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There was one day, there was a lady in a store. I wish I had been in behind her. She wanted a $7 ticket, and by mistake they printed out a $37 ticket. She's no, I don't want that. I don't want that. That's way too much. 37. I only wanted a $7 ticket. Okay, no problem. So they printed her $7 ticket. It was the day before the draw.
Uh-huh.
So they canceled the ticket. And the next day they got the phone call from the Lottery Corporation. Why did you cancel that ticket? It was worth $32 million.
Oh my God. You imagine?
Well, I can guarantee you the missus that was at the store that day never did come forward and say,
That was me.
supposed to
Yeah.
be me.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if I had bought that ticket,
Yeah, what a life-changing
I'm
event
after doing it. People goes into the store and they get their ticket and they look, that's the wrong ticket. You got to print me a new one. So they gives them back that ticket. Well, he was going to cancel. I'm like, no. I said, give me that ticket.
Yeah.
Right, how much is it? $5, $10? Here's, give me that ticket. Right?
Did you hear about those group of men that caught that marlin? And it was, if it had been a perfect marlin, they would have gotten $3.6 million. But it had a shark bite on it, so they didn't get it. I forget, it was somewhere down here in the States, I think, but I don't know, man.
How are you going to stop a shark from biting you?
I don't know.
He's
Yeah,
hungry. It's either him or the dead fish.
I don't know.
It's either me or the dead fish. Let's give him the
Daniel
dead
Burry,
fish.
good to see you.
Hey, Daniel.
Chris says, I hate to think how much money I've spent on the lottery over the years. You know what? For us, it's not so much the lottery. Like I was telling her earlier, can you imagine if we had the amount of money that we have spent on fast food, eating out, if we could have that back?
A lot of money.
Yep, a lot of money.
A
Yep.
lot of money. I don't know. Was it? Oh, yeah. We used to eat out a lot at one point, but we stopped. We don't eat out a lot that much anymore. Especially with the prices.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
They want a crazy amount of money for your food. Then it talks about, you know, all these people that need income support to help with their food and their budgets and everything. You know, if you stop raising all the prices on everything, a lot of people will be okay.
I would agree with you, and that's one thing I keep saying down here is, if they need to control anything, it's food prices.
What?
Yeah. It's just but I mean, you go to the grocery store and let's say you buy, say, 2 or 3 meals, man, you're talking about $100 at
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
I remember going to the grocery store and with $200 getting a full shopping cart. Now you're lucky to fill up a bag.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
And then God forbid you need some medicine or something like that, or something special, or cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies will clean you out of house and home. You need some Clorox.
They will, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Literally
Man.
clean house. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris says that Marlin story was from North Carolina. But literally, if they had had a perfect Marlin, they were going to win $3.6 million. And because it had a shark bite on it, they got disqualified. Well, imagine that. Something in North Carolina had a shark bite on it.
It is. Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, Dad.
All right, Dad.
Snap, crackle, and popple. Yeah, I had changed in because copyright issues. This piece looks like it might make some noise. You see the color in it?
I do, yeah. It's nice. Yeah.
Throw that one on top and see what it's all.
Snap, crackle, and
So
pop.
I'm gonna put on something to eat, I think. I'm getting real hungry.
Don't blame you.
And I got something to drink now too with my
With your dinner.
what is this one? With my dinner, yep.
Oh, Mike's hard orange and cream, right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
see what that's.
Is that the same outfit that makes the hard lemonade and all that?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
This the vodka drinks, right?
Right.
Mike's Hard Lemonade, stuff like that. That's the same ones. They had a bunch of different flavors in that in it, so I picked that one up to try.
That would be interesting.
I go through little phases like that. That's like I bought the bottle of cognac.
Yeah,
Little
you gotta
bottle
have
of
those little
cognac.
splurges.
Little bottle of cognac, $55.
Woo! Man, oh man.
Expensive. So I'm working my way up to that $100 bottle of whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of these
Wait.
days, I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna say, "Give me that bottle of whiskey."
Wait much longer, it'll go that price anyway.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll buy it for 100 and sell it for 2.
Yeah, there was some story here in Virginia that they were having a contest to buy some type of a rare bourbon or something, and it was like a lottery or something. Well, some of the employees of the store had managed to get a hold of the knowledge of where this thing was at, and they won the lottery. And somehow or another, the state police found out about it and arrested the whole crew of them, you know. Some crazy stuff, man.
See here, all the liquor that is regulated in price.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of that unless you're like serious wine collector or something like that. You can get
Yeah,
the
this was
really
something
high-end.
that it was like a collector's item or something.
Mm,
Yeah, and but they use some type of inside knowledge to find out what stores, ABC stores in Virginia would have it. So
See, I can't imagine buying. And yes, I buy some of the bottles of rum and stuff, and I got them up on my shelf. They're not open, but it's not like something that I haven't had.
uh-huh.
Like I got a preach and something else, a bottle of wine or something up on my shelf. I don't drink wine, but I got it there. But the cognacs and the stuff like this that I'm buying, this new whiskeys and that I'm buying, I can't buy them and not try them.
Right. I
Like
heard that.
I'd be no good to be a serious collector of something like that because when I buy it, I gotta open it and try it.
Right.
I'm not gonna buy it
Exactly.
and put it on a shelf for 20, 30 years and then, what's the point of that?
I
You never
heard
know what
that.
it tastes like. Like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a bottle of whiskey and I'm never, ever, ever gonna taste what it tastes like. That just ain't me.
No. Yeah. DJ, you look like you're tired, man. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just focused on something.
So you're here, but you're not here.
Bless you.
Goes on to it.
And roast
Thank
sauerkraut.
you. Yes, I'm here, but not here. Right now, I'm somewhere else where you have not been in a while. So, yeah.
Playing the game.
Shit.
DJ's
Yeah.
playing the game. Man, oh man.
Sound
The
like
one thing
popcorn.
about this, yeah, the one thing about this pine wood and that, when you're burning it down, it doesn't leave a lot for coals for cooking.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
It burns right away, like it burns all up. Leaves lots of ash.
Yeah. Have you gotten that backpack yet? From
Not yet.
Expedition? No.
Not
Well, it took
They
them
said
about.
it's in the mail.
Yeah, it took 5 weeks for it to get here. So.
Probably take next year. Next summer I'll plan for.
Yeah, you day before Christmas you'll get a package notification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's this morning when I woke up and I had Nicole said, I thought I heard someone knocking on the door earlier, she said, but I didn't check. And I never made much of it. And then I happened to look at my email and it was delivery notification. I'm like, you say you heard somebody knocking? And she said, yeah. So I went out and the box was on the step. I said, sure.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So gonna get that all done up now and get the unboxing part of it done and
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good.
get that off on the computer so that the next time I goes working on it, I got it there.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice though. I'll find lots of uses for that little thing.
Mm-hmm. I think Mark Kratz said he's got one coming too, one of those backpacks. But man, you saw the torture test I put through it. If it didn't get wet
Nothing
in there,
got wet. Nothing got wet in there then.
And I threw
That's
a ton
why
of.
I'm. Oh, go ahead.
I put a ton of dirt on top of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's here during the really nice weather that we have here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'll go up and take a plunge with us.
There you go. Yeah.
Right?
Hey Ryan.
Hey Ryan.
Yeah, hey, Ryan.
Hey Danny. I mean DJ.
You're funny, Ryan. You're funny. Yeah.
We'll just leave that one up for a little while. That's the first comment I highlighted today.
And we all know why.
But
Oh boy.
I don't know how it seemed like I kept telling myself I had all these big plans, and then I found out I was going on jury duty, and everything kind of just fell completely apart. So oh well.
Hey, Winks.
Hey, Winks.
Hey, we
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
get
I know it's it's those unexpected little things that kind of throw wrenches into everything.
It does. It really does.
No.
mhm.
But that's life, and that's what happens. And
Yeah.
eventually, we get over it and get through it. And
Get through it, then we sail smooth for a little bit, then the next monkey wrench comes in.
another rock gets
Yep.
splashed in the water.
Yeah.
Like all the frogs jump at once.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But it's starting to get nicer and nicer right now, and I don't mind helping out my friend because it's physical stuff, so I'm still doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just not getting the video that I want, but I'm gonna start trying to get some of the video.
Before you know it, you'll be back in your normal swing. And
But like I said, a lot of this video that I'm probably gonna take is just gonna be, I'm gonna have to remove the audio and just put
I'll tell
music
you
or
what, some of the
something.
coolest videos you did was when you were walking around the harbor. Just telling everybody this is this and this is this, and
That's what I'd like to do with what I'm doing now, but it's not always easy to do.
yeah.
But if I can get video, even just the video, so you can see what it looks like, it'll still be nice, even if I
Yeah.
don't get it all.
Because you can always do voiceovers and stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah.
But that's the other thing too. I can remove some of the audio and add in some of my own voiceover.
Right. Yeah. You notice that
So-
building up there? When I was a kid, that's what we used to. Yeah. Yeah. Sure enough.
Now, can I get enough coals there to get my food on? That's the worst. He's burning pretty good.
One, two,
That's good.
He's burning them all up.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather just have the hot coals instead of the flame, especially for what I'm cooking. Yeah. Whew.
I went to the wrong post. Okay.
What?
Did you die, DJ?
No, I just went to the wrong NPC.
Ah. I didn't know Eddie was there playing.
Yeah, sorry. No. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you done crack home at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, if I describe it with the quest I'm on, it's dealing with constellations to follow the moves in the sea. Sounds familiar? Or
I think
no?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, well,
the big machine where you gotta align everything just right.
no, that is but
Oh.
I'm in Clarkholm.
The what?
Oh,
No.
I don't know then.
Okay, never mind.
Chris Winks, I am going cooking. I have hash browns that are done with Drunken Chef's jalapeno rub. I've got some couple of pieces of salmon that I'm going to put on, and I have some fried rice that's already pre-made. I just got to heat it up in my pot. So that's what I'm cooking. It's already bundled up. You'll see it when I get it cooked, but there it is over there,
man.
all bundled up, with lots of ashes sitting on top of it. So that's what I'm getting ready to do there now. I'm going to get some of that on because I know the hash browns are going to probably take the longest.
Probably.
They're not there. Maybe I can move so you can see what I'm doing. That'd be nice for a video, wouldn't it?
It would. Yeah.
Let you see what I'm doing. There we go.
That's good.
Oh, and of course somebody pops in the basement just as I move, so it's a very awkward angle.
Who is it?
Johnny!
What's up, y'all?
All right.
What's going on,
Hey,
friends?
Hey, Johnny.
Long time no see, guys. How y'all been?
Good,
Yes.
good, man. Yeah.
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
Busy as ever, but trying to get back into the routine. Just as you called it earlier, gym time, Johnny. Got my workout in,
I love it.
and
Uh,
back to the old ranch to do more chores. So,
well, I figured when you popped in, I figured
Go
that
ahead.
when you popped in on my live, you were at the gym and you were starting to get back to regular. I'm glad that you were because, like we were saying, it's not easy when your routine gets messed up.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah.
I tell you, it has not been the same since vacation. We got lots and lots of projects this year, so
Right.
kind of got to be more close. And heard you guys talking about the routines being all jacked up there.
Yeah.
Plans are long list of things not getting done, right? So, yeah, so I've been tweaking my outdoor adventures, but it's more like I don't know, building fences, babysitting geese. I ran the tractor earlier today. But I did sign up for a Bushcraft 101 class September to go to Ohio again.
That's
So,
nice.
oh yeah. So, yeah, I was talking to my wife, and I told her about it. She's like, after this summer, after all the work she's got me doing, she's like, yeah, you're going to need a break. Go ahead and sign up. So she's super supportive.
Now comes the thing is, what does she have planned for you this year?
Well, let's see here. Let's see here. I just took care of bush hogged the fields, but we're trying to put up a privacy fence in the backyard so we can let the chickens and the geese run around and eventually get a new dog out there. We have to extend the arena, so that means more posts and more panels. Let's see here. We're having a lean-to built, so I don't have to work on it. I just have to pay for it. And then of course I've been trying to help out with the horses more lately, taking them out to pasture and stuff like that. So, and then the sympathetic ear right now. I think Rochelle's been at the same job for going on 5 years, and the monotony's getting to her. So I'm playing the chef. She comes home, try to have dinner ready, and then pop open a cold one and we chat, and then we have a slice of cake or pie or something like that, because I always got that sweet tooth, So,
right.
But how's that sound for summer, Al?
Sounds good. You got lots of people saying hello to you. Peter, Chris Bradley, Purple Wings. Yeah, bunch of people saying hi to you, Johnny.
Oh, hi, everybody.
You're on your phone, and
Yeah. driving on dangerous light, trying to be in stealth mode so the coppers don't see what I'm doing.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was like, go find somebody else, coppers. I'm not going to say to come and get me because they might.
It might.
They just might. Oh, man. No, life is good. It's the YouTube has just kind of had to take a back seat. It's hard for me even to think about watching videos, commenting, even creating stuff. I've got content. I just haven't even had time to think about editing right now.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
But-
I don't even have time to make the content.
It's
That's
rough.
what's getting me.
Yeah. So you're doing like, yeah. So you're doing some work too, right? I heard you say.
Yeah, just time, trying to help out a friend, and then the weather is not cooperating, and
Yeah.
man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah.
Try. Boss.
Yeah.
I'll get everything organized soon enough, and I'll get back to my videos and stuff like that. So
Right.
Well, I've always thought, whether it's outdoors or the gym, you have to pay attention to what you're saying. Are you more on break trying to get back into it, or are you more on your routine and then just with an occasional break? There's been times I've had when I start hearing myself, well, I got to get back into it too much. I'm like, okay, we have to reprioritize, and I make some adjustments. But in the end, long as we continue with it, getting our mental outlet,
Right.
I think we're doing okay. Like, do you guys
hey, Gonzo.
realize? You guys realize this month is Men's Mental Health Month?
I did not.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not, is it? Oh,
It is.
I failed that one.
Me too.
Why
I
did,
mean, it's
why did
still
you
June.
mention that when I come up on panel? Yeah, that you're not funny.
But bring up about
I
mental
think.
health.
Well, you're a Marine and you wouldn't know what funny is if it hit you on the side of the head. So,
Yeah.
but no, hey, Devil Dog. Hey, Eddie, brother, how are you, man? That's like I didn't even see you coming up. I was looking at the road, man. So.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie.
Guys, Gonzo is going to do his first live at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Don't be nervous.
Wait, when?
3 p.m.
Oh.
Saturday.
Eastern.
Gonzo, wasn't he like, the guy that did the Gong and the Muppet Show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Gonzo is a part of the. Gonzo is Yubi's over on, if I'm not mistaken, over with Grumpy One.
Yeah, nice community. Hey, Gonzo, bro. Get together with. Hey,
Go ahead,
Gonzo, get together with me, bro. I hope you set everything up. I'll get you more Ds and everything, bro. Beforehand, get together with me beforehand. My phone number's on my about page, and my email is and text and stuff like that. And hey, Dave, Johnny
Yeah.
was talking about you.
Oh, imagine that.
Well, he didn't.
Be careful,
Well, he didn't
Gonzo.
laugh either.
Marines again.
Yeah.
It's a
imagine
fact.
it.
So anyway, the reason I brought that up is like I'm getting ready to finally record my little show. Was it Shows Your Spot? But I was thinking about doing a little cooking and just talk about the importance of hobbies for mental health or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
My spot.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to help my wife out and keep helping some disabled kids and veterans, right now at my wife's job at Hedra, where they do the equine therapy, they have $5 Fridays where they're trying to get people to donate just $5 to help out the herd. And if you donate it to a certain team, that team gets a point, and eventually the teams with the most points there's some matching dollars out there. So my wife's team is funny.
All right.
Yeah, Dave, I saw you share that link out there. Show
I
that post
did.
of it.
I did. I put it out there, and like 600 people saw it. So that's good.
Yeah, they do good stuff.
Yeah.
So now, Al, what you cooking? Did I hear you're steaming up some rice or something like that?
Salmon.
Yeah, I got some I got some rice going in the pot, fried rice. Starting there now. I got some hash browns done with Drunken Chef's jalapeno rub. And I got a couple of little pieces of salmon on there cooking out
Nice.
in the tin foil. I put them in the tin foil rather than on the grill because, you know, it's salmon and chances
Right.
are if I'm cooking it, it's going to go down to the grill.
I'm gonna be doing some cedar plank. I want to do some cedar plank salmon here pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You guys ever do that up?
I never
I
had
have
none.
not. I have not. I've seen the cedar planks in on some of the places, in some of the dollar stores, and that I was wary about buying at the dollar stores.
Now I was cleaning up the porch the other day because I just had so many YouTube projects out there. I had tons and tons of woodrow materials and stuff. And so I was like, all right, let's put this in the burn pile and let's sort up all my smoking wood. Eventually, my wife's like, oh man, this is huge. But I ran across the cedar planks for the salmon. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to do this for like 2 years.
Hey, Peter, how you doing, brother?
All right.
Hey, Peter. Peter's been here.
Hey.
Peter,
DJ.
Peter,
A lot, of
pumpkin
my,
eater.
a lot of my commands have been disabled.
Oh no.
Peter's
What, Eddie?
Why haven't you called me today and bugged me and woke me up?
Because,
Well,
because
I gotta get
no
into
one
someone.
if I bug you today, you might tell me to step out EverQuest.
You heard Jamie say hi, DJ, right?
No, I
All right, take it easy, Gonzo.
I did
All right,
not.
Gonzo.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, she kind of said it real quiet, and I said they couldn't hear you, and she said it louder, but by then, Alan, you were talking.
Yeah, no.
Hi, Jamie.
Oh, wait.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Dropping
She
down.
said-
Yeah.
She said, hi, Al. She goes, oh, wait, I don't know him anymore.
You don't know me anymore. I didn't hear that.
Used to, you would text her and call her and everything else. Now you don't. See, y'all
I've been
texting.
busy.
You
I've
and
been
D.
texting her, calling nobody.
Wait, what happened to Johnny?
Dropped off, probably driving.
He's
mean,
driving. He probably hit a bad connection.
Oh, Eddie.
Because you and DJ and everything calling her and texting her and stuff keeps her out of my hair.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Heaven forbid, you know.
me
heard that,
calling you and texting you keep you out of her. We both know that, Eddie. Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah. I will see you in a few minutes,
yeah,
Al. I'm going to drop
do it,
off
yeah.
and take care of personal thing real quick.
Hey
No
guys,
sweat.
I'm gonna
Alrighty.
jump
Alright.
off.
All right, Al, I'm going to jump off and take care of some personal stuff.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
I pays you. You
Eddie,
gotta stay. You're here now, that's it.
I will talk to you later, Eddie.
See you
Later,
later.
DJ.
Everybody's leaving me. How nice.
What the heck happened there, man? Everybody just left.
Well, Dave's gotta go and get his log up and running. Because Dave is going on now. Everybody else.
You mean on in like 17 minutes or something?
Oh yeah, about 15 minutes he'll be on. He probably got a couple of things to do beforehand.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just gonna sit here by myself, I guess, and cook unless you're sticking around. You're sticking around, ain't you?
Yeah.
We're just joking.
I'm still here with you.
Yeah, I will start sending you some messages, Jamie. I'll do it while I'm out and about.
He heard you. He said, I will start sending you some messages, Jamie. She said, no, I don't want to have to ask for them.
She won't. I'm just gonna send them all random times, middle of the night. You know, it could be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning while I'm out going around. I'll just send a random picture. Hey, how you doing? Some nights I haven't gotten home until 1 and 2 a.m. I'm going to bed
Hey,
until 3 and 4.
oh, I have a question. Your back step right there is like on a big porch or whatever, right?
It's not really big, no.
Yeah, huh?
Let me show you. Okay.
No. Okay.
You sees me on my step all the time. I'm literally 1, 2, 3, 4 steps away from my house.
Wait, go down. Yeah, but what I'm saying, it's like a wooden like porch or
Just a
runway.
wooden, yeah,
Okay.
just a wooden deck off
Okay,
my house.
wait. We'll come back to those plants real quick in a minute. That's kind of cool. That's a cool view. You can see the water and the mountains and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, my original question for asking that is, what do you have? How do you have your fire set up?
Oh, I got cinder bricks in the bottom, so it's raised.
Okay. Okay.
So it's on the wood, but it's raised, and the hollows are in between, so the heat doesn't transfer down to the wood. And then I built the fire pit right on top out of rocks.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Since you have the cinder blocks, but down there or whatever, how do you stop any sparks embers from falling down the cracks between the cinder blocks? Is there something on top of it?
No, it's just keeping them snug together, and like they do tend to separate every so often, so I take it apart and Gary,
Oh, yeah, Gary's. Yeah, okay.
Gary was calling me. I just had to, because I'm still on the log. But every so often I had to clean it off and smoosh the blocks back together. But the way I got it done, the seams are on the boards. So even if an ember does go down here, it's not really going to burn anything because it's full of ash and ash.
Ah, I got you. Okay.
And it'll stay on this. It's not going to go down between and probably burn stuff underneath.
Okay, cool.
Then after that, then I got a 5-gallon bucket of water there. The fire extinguisher is, I usually have it right here with me, but it's just inside the door.
Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, you got that set up then. Stir your food real quick and then take me on another little go ahead. Another little tour there back to the plants that you planted.
You want to see my plants, do you?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I just need to get this a little push around. Yeah, well, I got about 10 minutes. Yes. Let's do this.
Yeah, you got 12 minutes, bro. It's 3:48. You got 12 minutes.
So, don't mind the mess, of course, but here's carrots growing. These are carrots. So I might have to thin a couple of them out. But I try to keep them as spaced as I could. This is weeds in here.
I need to grow some carrots.
Yeah, the tall ones are carrots, and carrots grow good in the buckets, actually.
Are those little carrots or big carrots?
They're the mid-range ones because I don't have the big tall bucket. If I had the taller buckets, the 5-gallon buckets, I'd get the bigger ones. This is potato that I planted. They're coming up real strong. They're real solid. I put the charcoal in there because it helps to keep a lot of the bugs that you don't want.
Cool.
Right?
I never thought of that.
Yeah, the charcoal's on the fire. It helps keep a lot of the bugs in it out. And you can see where the charcoal is. There's no weeds. Where there's no charcoal, there's all weeds growing around. So the charcoal is not only stopping the other things, it's helping me not have to weed it out as much. Over here, this one I believe is the bean bush starting to come up. Bush beans.
Like bush beans. What's bush beans? Is that like a secret? Is that like a secret or something?
No, it's a green bean. It's the long green beans.
Oh, okay. That's when I thought it was like bush beans, the dog knows the secret. Well, I thought Doris knew your secret to bush beans.
No, bush beans are like they're just like a green bean, but they just grow on a bush instead of a vine. You can get two types. You can get vine growing or bush growing, and it's bush growing. And then I put some turnip in one of these,
Hey, Brenda.
cauliflower and broccoli in them, but they haven't started sprouting yet. Looks like one or two have started sprouting, so I'm just letting them grow a little bit before they start. Like I think this is one of them coming up here, but I gotta check it. I gotta let it grow another bit.
Hey, Al, Brenda's here.
Hey, Brenda. Thanks for stopping in. And like I said, here's the view. And it's nice. All the leaves are starting to come back out on the trees now too. So that happened pretty quick. It's a beautiful day out when you get in the sun and you're not in the wind.
Yeah.
The wind is really cold here today.
Yeah, it looks beautiful there. That's what Brenda just said too. Either that or she's calling you beautiful, and I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Well, we know she's not calling you beautiful. Thanks, Eddie. You really know how to perk up the self-esteem of a person, you know? You should be a motivational speaker.
You know, it says we have 8 people here, and I think Brenda's really the only one here. I think everybody else went and did whatever they're gonna do and left you running. I think it's just me, you, and now Brenda. Brenda says, "I love y'all." LOL.
Probably.
Because she's the only one talking in chat since Gonzo went back to work. Hey, Al, did you do your daily today? For ESO? Oh, yeah, that's your blower.
No, I did not, actually.
We love you too, Brenda. Well, don't forget, today, Jamie got the 100,000 gold or whatever.
But that's what he does every day.
Hey,
Yeah,
She
but
Devil.
the thing is you gotta keep collecting it. Like, you gotta collect it every day to get to that point. I don't think I'm gonna get to that point to get that gold.
Oh, you missed too many days?
Yeah, I've missed too many days, so.
She Devil says she's still here, but she can't chat, though.
Yeah, She Devil is working. But it's you know, it is what it is. But I'm just pissed off that I keep missing the game night.
He doesn't what, Jamie?
He doesn't play ESO anymore.
Oh, Jamie said you don't even play ESO anymore.
Keep missing. Oh, it's a pain in the butt.
You're a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
No, what'd you say pain in the butt about?
Missing all the games and that, and the tune reviews and stuff. I look forward to going on and hanging out with you guys, and especially, with the ESO and that. It's just go and hang out. There's no worrying about anything. I keep missing it.
Brenda says, "Hi, Jamie."
Hi, Brenda.
I don't know if you heard her, but she said, "Hi, Brenda."
We can hear her.
Oh, okay, cool. They can hear you, Jamie.
I'm hoping that in the next upcoming weeks now, I'll get straight away enough that I'll be able to make sure that I'm there enough for game night for not miss the tune review and stuff. It's hard though when you never know when the phone call is coming.
Understand, but you talk to DJ more than you talk to us. You don't even give us a heads up what's going on. DJ knew you were going to miss tune review last night, but we didn't know until DJ told us.
No, because I was talking to DJ earlier and told him that I might not be there.
And that was during the live that we found out. And Freedom said, "How cool is it, Al?"
How cool is this?
Yeah, I guess what's the temperature there?
Oh, the temperature, it's currently, let me see, I'll get you an exact. Actually, I can type in weather on the command.
Hey, you should have a thermometer out there on your back step, bro.
I should, but I don't. You know. I don't have any money.
Peter says, I'm here, but I'm trying to make iced tea. If Eddie would quit complaining about me not chatting, LOL.
Yeah, Eddie.
Why don't you have a thermometer out there?
I don't know.
Hey.
I'm down to pick one up. I should pick one up.
Hey,
My
Jonesy, yeah,
weather
it would be
command?
cool out there where you could just look at your thermometer and tell us how. But
Weather invalid location. Oh my god.
but yeah, I got one on my porch. It's too hot to go out on my porch and look at it. It's been in triple digits. Like the heat index yesterday, I think, or not yesterday, day before, was 115 degree heat index. Yesterday we got a little bit of a shower, so it kind of cooled it down, but it was humid.
It is.
Yeah.
Heat index is what I'm thinking right now.
There you go.
Heat
Currently
index is
56. We haven't
It's-
been above 20 degrees Celsius at all this year.
it's 56 degrees. It's 56 degrees there in Canada. It's 94 degrees here. It feels like 108.
Hey, Johnny.
What's your weather like, Johnny?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. Let's see here. What does the old phone? It says 87 degrees right now. Feels like it's going to rain out there. It's the time of year we get lots and lots of thunderstorms, tornadoes, and stuff. So,
Hey, Jonesy, what's your weather there in Tasmania, brother?
Yeah, you can just type in the weather command.
Hey, Johnny, type in the weather command when you get a minute because it tells you the humidity. And hold on, I can't do it on mine, I don't think, because it'll show me under yours out. Well, I can do it under ours. It don't matter.
87% humidity with the temperature at 44. I'm warmer than
do I have to
Jonesy.
put it in the zip code or something like that?
92 down there. See, you guys get growing seasons. It's like your first growing season, your second growing season. I have one.
Yeah, it's a very short-lived one.
It is a very short-lived one.
See, it's 93. Well, how's it 93 with 58% humidity and feels like 108, Jamie?
Because the humidity is driving it up.
Well, yeah, but that's not that humid here right now. Normally, the humidity is a lot higher than 56.
That's Devil Dog. He's trying to fill in for DJ.
What's up, stuff?
Hi, Chef.
All right. So, Cat. All right. Well, let's see here. Johnny came home to toys.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see here. As I recall, it's a new saw. My old Baco is getting a little bit rough, so thought I'd try the Silky.
I got a silky. I bought a silky saw. I love it.
Is the weather, is there a big weather difference between on the coast and in the mountains, Jonesy? Besides, probably cooler. Well, I don't know. Cool.
There is a big weather difference between the coast and in mountains.
We got some augers for awls for making some furniture in the woods. There we go. So
Nice.
we've got a certain camp challenge coming up down the road for making furniture. So
You're gonna go all out with this.
let's see here.
Yeah,
Pardon the pun.
Johnny's going all out with that.
Pardon the pun there, right?
Yeah, but it's not primitive furniture with just like a freaking machete and vines and stuff. He got all kinds of aws and drills.
And I'll still have to crank
Mine
it
is
by
gonna be
hand.
more. Mine's gonna be more primitive than Johnny's.
Johnny's
I got
gonna get
brother.
Johnny's gonna get a generator and take it out there in his power tools.
Table saw and everything.
Yeah, his table saw, his sander, so he don't get splinters in his butt.
I'll have my wife do it for me since she like. I'll just record her doing it. There we go.
Yeah, see, and it's like hotter than what my phone says, Brenda.
All right.
Oh, it's snowy in the mountains. Wow.
Temperature drops as you get up in higher elevations. So mountain temperature.
Well, let me ask you a question. Even in the summer, it's cooler up there.
In the mountains, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it looks like it's closer to the sun. It looks like it would be hotter.
Eddie, that's like literally going a millimeter closer to the fire.
Okay.
Doesn't make that much difference.
Okay.
Dave Collier
That one
Camping is now live.
Who's now live? Oh yeah.
Dave.
Yeah. Yep.
Dave She. There we go. There we go.
What is that?
Oh, this is just the container for the.
Oh, that's the case, silky saw.
Oh, okay.
Or for the saw.
One of the first things I'd suggest to do is get rid of that case.
Oh yeah.
All it does is take up room in your backpack.
Yeah, that's just way too stinking big. I don't know what I'll do with it. Trash, I think.
It's different if you're out working in the yard or something. You got it on your belt, just stick it in. But if you're going camping and stuff,
Right.
the case is not.
Hi,
It's
Sticks.
not really
What's
good
going
for
on?
anything. But guys, I'm on a little over here now, and Dave is going to be on right now. I believe he's already going.
Yeah, he's up.
Yeah. So if you guys want to hop over, Dave Collier's link should pop up there any second. There you go.
Sticks.
And hop on over with Dave Collier. I would really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for stopping in. I really appreciate everyone for coming in for a while. Thank you.
Jonesy said, "Hey, Al, you should be able to see that sub rescue just off of Newfoundland."
Well, that's 300 miles away there, Jonesy. If my vision was that good, I wouldn't need glasses.
What's up, Sticks? Come on.
But thanks, everyone. I'm going to shut it down here now. Dave's link was just dropped there, so if you guys want to go on over and hop up with Dave, thank you very much. I would appreciate that. Have a great day.
Bye, Brenda.
As always, be safe and have
Bye,
fun.
Jonesy.